So, hello again and welcome to a completely new match of PA. Let me get some music going and let's get right into the game. Ooh, started in the middle apparently for some reason. So, this is a 1v1 between Karian, who we know from the previous game, and JorisK, who I've played some games against, but I can't immediately recall his playstyle. We have a planetary system with a class 3 planet in the system, a single planet smashy planet moon thingy, which is here and is named Incineratus, and we've got a class 2 planet named Purgatorium, or however the hell you pronounce it. Now, as you can see, this is not my map. 71 metal spots on that one, 68 on this one, and 151 on the main class 3. So yes, Karian is currently going for some naval and is playing white. Joris is playing orange and seems to be going for nothing so far. No. He's just building storage at the moment. It's a viable strategy, although I would go for a factory as soon as possible. But that's me again. Not my playstyle isn't everyone's playstyle. And actually, where's my wreck? I don't know. I wanted to show you my wreck, but apparently it was somewhere in the ocean and I can't see it anymore. Oh wait, here it is. Yes, this is my wreck. So Air Factory is gonna be the first one to go up for Joris. And I don't see Karian rushing to space, although I know from experience that Karian really likes his planetoids, but we'll have to see. Yeah, this is early game, so they spawn on completely opposite ends of the planets. And one day I will be able to spell. So yeah, some fabbers being constructed there, and more fabbers being constructed here, although he isn't using the air factory as of yet. He's not building navy as of yet. He's building one of each factory. If I'm not mistaken, he did that the previous match as well. Scout from Joris did spot the base. He's seeing exactly what's going on here. First anti-air fighter is also being constructed. Yeah, just finished as this thing was flying past. So that's the scout dealt with. And they're just managing the economy. Scout for Karian just turned around when he was flying in the exact right direction, but yeah, it's probably on the patrol command by the look of things. Okay, so some AA has been constructed. It's kind of curious. I expected at least one of them to try and rush off-world. Joris is trying to get that Tech 2 air factory up, so he might actually try a bomber snipe. You'll never know though. He might try something completely different. Okay, there we go. Karian is gonna try and go off-world. I do wonder what's going to finish first. At the current rate, I think the orbital will finish slightly before the advanced air factory. Because, well, they seem to be going on par where construction speed is concerned. Especially if something starts assisting this. I think it's gonna come down to who starts assisting those orbital launchers and those factories first. And it is Karian who actually started the construction first. Well, assisting the construction first anyway. Does he have... Well, I really wish you could see it from the perspective of the players, so that you, if you click a factory, that you can actually see what's queued up. So I can't see if he has queued anything up as of yet. But we'll find out soon enough. Some narwhals going up, always very useful for AA defense purposes. Also an AA turret, well, 2 AA turrets around here. And some fighters, so it's not gonna be caught by a bomber immediately. Also the orbital going up for JorisK. But this one's gonna finish well in advance of that, unless he completely sinks his economy right now, which is a possibility. Radar, always a useful building to have. Something that I feel most people don't build enough. Early game, that radar can help your turrets very well, because if anything bomberish or fighterish tries to attack you, or even some stupid bots, then it's always space to have a radar, so your turrets always have something to shoot at. Even if they sit in the fog of war, those radars can actually detect them. Okay, yeah, the Astraeus was... No, it's actually built an orbital fighter, that's orbital fabric, that's interesting. So you might try and go for a teleporter of some description. Okay, it's good to know. JorisK doesn't like assisting his buildings apparently, or he might not have the economy for it, that's another possibility. Although he is actually claiming quite a bit of metal right about here. And he does have the right idea. I mean, it's only 2 people on this class 3 planet, so you've got a lot of space. Chances are you're not gonna run into each other immediately, so you might as well try and build up some stuff. Yeah, it's definitely gonna go for a teleporter. I'm not entirely sure if he actually has the energy economy to support a teleporter, because as you might know, teleporters use 1000 energy per second, if I'm not mistaken, and it's actually quite a bit of energy. Although, if he's not constructing anything, he should be able to support that quite easily. Might be 1500 energy. I'm not entirely sure if I'm correct now. In any case, it uses quite a bit of energy to start with. Late game, the energy amount is basically nothing, because you have so much production, but early game, that is still quite substantial. This advanced factory and orbital is gonna take quite a while. The scout for Karian finally found his base, so that's good. He's even realizing that he's building all this metal here, so with some bombers he might actually snipe that economy a little bit. It's not gonna tank it, of course, but we see the first orbital fabric going for Incineratus, so he has that Ellie asteroid. That's a very good plan. Now, ideally, if you can catch both Incineratus and Purgatorium, then you can use Incineratus to basically bomb Veyron, and you completely don't need anything on Veyron. The main thing is that if you can defend these 2 planets, then it's not important that you have no presence at all on Veyron. So I think that's probably the most important thing for him, to actually claim those 2 worlds. He's probably gonna try and make some advanced fabricators with these, so as soon as the gate goes up you can actually send those through and build a forward outpost on Incineratus and lock that planet down. Let's see what's going on with Joris. Oh, he's actually starting to assist this air factory. It's gonna take quite a while before this orbital actually goes up, because there's nothing assisting that at the moment. It's just a single fabricator building that, which isn't all that impressive at the moment. Oh, advanced naval going up. Now, advanced naval on this planet I think is quite useful, because as you can see, it's a few islands that you've got. You've got one for the North Pole, you've got one slightly south of that, then this big one here on, well, the equator, and then one near the South Pole, which is the one that yours has actually claimed. And because everything is connected with ocean, Navy is very viable here, and you can pretty much use stingrays to bomb the entire continent, well, entire island. Well, I do believe it's appropriate to say continent, because these are pretty big islands. So yes, teleporter is going up on Incineratus, and is being constructed quite quickly. It's already 3/4 done. I'm quite curious to see what it's going to send through, and if he actually linked them before the construction was finished, so it goes up immediately. He's also building the Strays. Curious choice. Okay, at this point the teleporter is constructed, so if he had linked them, this one would be spinning and connected with a blue-ish U in the middle, so... Oh, there we go, he just connected it up. Does he send anything through immediately? That's what I'm wondering. Yes, no, I saw a bot move. Is it moving towards the gate? Yeah, it's moving next to the gate. Oh, he's going to send a commander through. Well, that's actually a viable decision, because if you put commander on these strays, then if there's an early orbital fighter, it might actually snipe the commander outright. But in this case, he completely avoided that, so good play on him. Of course, he didn't know that this one was still under construction. Astreus going up. We'll be curious to see what he puts on Astreus and where the Astreus goes. So Astreus has been finished. It's been launched. Does it go for the commander? It seems to be going that way. No, it's gonna pick up a bot. Yeah, it's gonna pick up a bot. It's a wise choice, because he's got no orbital radar, so he doesn't know if Incineratus has been colonized or not. Commander, yeah, he's starting to colonize this world. What he should be doing while he's actually constructing that is sending this orbital constructor over to the next planet, so he can actually reconnect the gate to this one and colonize that planet in the same go. Yeah, so the Astreus is going for Incineratus as well. Now, this is a pretty short travel distance, so there won't be much constructed on this planet just yet, but he will have some factories up already. So it should be fairly easy to lock this down. The question is, does he have an orbital radar? Does he know this is coming? I'm looking around. I don't see a radar. Well, no orbital radar anyway. No Tech 2 radar either, but considering that he just built that advanced factory, I'm not surprised about that. No, so he doesn't know that there's a drop coming. So if that Astreus lands on the correctly right spot and has quite a bit of time to construct an army, this might actually prove quite dangerous. Oh, but he's building scouts. He's clever. He knows that it's dangerous. He built a radar, he built some recon. Yeah, he's gonna know about this. Maybe not immediately when it lands, but he's gonna notice. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of detection for these little scouts on a planet as small as this one. Yeah, the Astreus is coming in for the landing. It's gonna take quite a while still before it actually lands, at least 2 minutes. This Astreus here is not doing anything at the moment. No nukes being constructed either. There is a radar under construction though, which is, although is it a radar? I can't immediately tell. It might actually be solar panels. Yeah, it's a solar array. I was wrong, it's not a radar. Another. Ooh, he's going for the bombers. He's going for the advanced bombers. That's always dangerous. Of course, with the combiing of planet, it won't be sniped right away, so that's a good thing. But there's, except for these 3 fighters, there's not much in the way of AA. Although he's building additional factories here. Now let's see Incineratus. What is going on with that landing? Ah, he realizes that there's a lot of scouting going on, so he might not want to land. In which case he should probably redirect this one to the other planet, which he isn't currently doing. Oh, the orbital radar is going up for Karian at the moment, and he's also building some advanced power, which is a smart move, because if he can lock this down and build all his economy on this one, he's pretty much sure that he's got a steady economy. And he's sending it, yeah, he's doing what he should have done a bit earlier in my opinion, but never mind. Oh, he's actually gonna land. He's gonna try this, I think, or he's scouting. He might scout. Yeah, I think he's scouting. Is he? No, he's landing. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Yeah, he was landing, and he got immediately vaporized. Yeah, Astraeus are quite vulnerable, so the orbital fabric for Karian is now heading to Purgatorium, and unless JorisK can actually get to Purgatorium before that gets there and build a gate, that's important. This might be quite problematic. What is he building? Oh, some more factories. But if he builds a few bot factories and a gate, and can actually construct a gate on Purgatorium, it might still be viable for him to get back into this game. Because he needs a second planet. Because if he doesn't, then Karian has it. And if Karian has 2 off-world planets, one which he can turn into a Halley, that's gonna be GG for JorisK, because he can just smash this one into it and go to Purgatorium and just sit there and laugh. The economy is probably looking pretty good at this point for Karian. Though JorisK does have some economy as well. Where does he keep his bombers? Oh, he's only got 1 bomber ready. Second bomber just going up now. He does have a lot of flak though, so his commander is not gonna be bomber sniped if it stands anywhere near that. Oh, he actually had a few extra bombers, which he apparently already sent in. Did it do any damage, more to the point? I don't see many destroyed buildings. No, I don't believe it did much at all. Don't see any destroyed units either, but it's hard to tell. Oh, he actually took this one out. So he took down a little bit of metal. But I don't believe it was worth the exchange of the bombers. Where is this one? Okay, so that orbital fabric is going straight for Purgatorium. There's nothing that can beat him to it. Lots of air going up. Well, lots of constructors building air. Let me put it like that. If he builds another one, that might be interesting. I'm not sure what it's going to do with the army of Fabers. A few extra bombers have been completed. Yeah, this is becoming quite the economy base by look at things. He's not building many defenses, but he doesn't really need to. Although he should probably build an advanced factory on this world, just so he can build fabrics without having to send them from Veyron. He's got lots of energy though, because he's building extra energy on that moon. He's also got a lot of solar power arrays, so that's definitely helping. Yeah, definitely a lot of bombers. Well, potential for bombers anyway. The issue, of course, is that even if Karian loses his entire base on this world, he's got 2 others to be looking forward to. He's got at least one or and probably two. Is he building a secondary gate somewhere? That's what I'm wondering at the moment. Not here. Oh, sorry, I needed incinerators. Yeah, he's building a second gate here. So he's probably gonna send some fabrics from this world onto Purgatorium. Another race has just been launched, and it's going to. Oh yeah, it's probably going to Purgatorium. Building a lot of air superiority. I do believe that my comment about bomber snipe might have incurred an overzealous reaction from Joris. I don't know. Still don't know how you pronounce that in English. Okay, nuclear launcher going up. Does he have anything to stop this at the moment? No, he does not. Well, he has a lot of bombers that they can actually use to stop that. It's still gonna take a while for that nuke to finish, so it's not the biggest concern right away. Well, if he starts building a nuke, that is. The bigger concern, however, is that lack of secondary planet. Let's see, Purgatorium, how's that gate coming along? Gate isn't being constructed just yet, but the fabric is moving, which means that something is going to be constructed relatively soon. Ooh, this looks actually kind of nice. Something is spazzing out with the vision. If I zoom in too much, it looks as though he has no vision. Or if I move, I need to have the fabric in my view, or I can't see that he has vision. It's kind of new. Karian has quite a huge base. And as you can notice here, he's not using an area patrol, he's actually manually patrolling them in a circle. Which is something you see less and less since that they implemented the area patrols. Lots of advanced fighters though. If you build some advanced bombers at the same rate, then he could probably take down this base and down a notch, but maybe even destroy that outright. Because there's a lot of anti-air in the air, but it's all basic anti-air. Was it the Hornets or something? No, Peregrine. Hornets must be the advanced ones. No, wait. These are Peregrines. So that means that he does have some advanced anti-air. That's fabrication aircraft. Oh, please stand still. I want to read what your name is. Yeah, okay, it does have some advanced stuff, but not too many. It's only the ones flying in a circle and a few through the area here. No, Hummingbird. Okay, I was close. It's not Hornet, it's Hummingbird. Okay, I wasn't close at all, but shh. Don't tell anyone. No one knows. Ooh, that's quite a bit of bombers going up. Yes, this might be fun. If you can pump out so many bombers. So, Purgatorium again. Gate is up. Has been connected, but shut down immediately. So, he might be having some energy issues. Which surprises me because he's got a lot of energy. Unless he's building something really expensive around here. Gates are going up again. Nope, gates down again. So he does definitely have some energy issues. Maybe he's building something big around here. He's building a nuke, but he's not assisting it. He's building some factories, but nothing major. Oh, okay. Energy is stable again. I do wonder what he was building though. He's got a bit of a navy, which might actually do some bombardments. And the commander is in a really bad location at the moment, because if that commander gets sniped, that's game over right there. Although he does have his bombers to go and defend that. Does he have any radar of any description? Nope, no basic, no advanced. Nope, he's got nothing. Okay, sending in his anti-air. And that is gonna clear quite a big hole in that AA patrol. 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 100% 1 Bombers are going in. Does he set them to the patrol attack command? Considering they are stopping, probably not. How the hell did those anti-air fighters destroy a factory? Maybe some stray missiles that destroyed it? Yep, that's one Navy factory down. And that's the anti-air batteries taking down a fair chunk of these bombers. Okay, it took some things down, but I don't believe it did as much damage as it could have done. And meanwhile, his commander is actually getting pelted by these narwhals and blue balls. No, it's basically just narwhals. And if he doesn't move that commander, that is gonna get problematic. Although the narwhals are going down pretty damn quickly. Okay, he's finally moving his commander. Okay, that's that threat dealt with. Does he have any advanced naval factories? Yes, he does. Is he building anything with them? Yes, he's building some stingrays. And stingrays are really nice to have on this map. I wonder what happened to that Astraeus. Did it actually land somewhere? Nope, hanging in orbit, not landing. A few tanks have landed. You must know that this Astraeus is around here. Alright, let's check. Can you see this Astraeus? Yes, he can. No, I misclicked on the vision. Yes, he sees that there's an Astraeus. He's building some anti-air, sending more tanks through. I do believe this might be Karian's match, because he still has his main base, which he doesn't really need anymore. And oh, he's even sending a nuke. Oh, adding insult to injury. And there's no anti-nukes up at the moment. Oh, this is quite problematic. Karian is playing this superbly well, but he's also being left alone, and being left alone is, well, short of a few bomber runs, is always very dangerous. Yeah, that's the energy economy completely gutted. Ooh, this is not good news for Joris. Does have a lot of anti-air, but that's not gonna help him against nukes. And it's GG because Joris apparently gave up. It says he does have a phone call, but I'm assuming that's kind of a shame. It's a shame. I actually wanted to see some smashy planty going on. Very anticlimactic ending. I'm pretty sure he would have won anyway, because he just nuked Joris' entire base, and, well, he had the entire system. Okay, so sorry for the very anticlimactic ending, but I'll see you guys next time, hopefully with a bit more of an action-packed match. But yeah, I cannot guarantee that. Anyway, have a good day and see you next time.